Greetings for the day. Dear friends, today we are going to study on the principle 9 of BRSR report, that is Business Responsibility Sustainability Report. So we are going to see the principles 9 in detail. Let us go one by one. Now in a summary, we will first of all see what are the headlines of the 9 principle, and then we will see the individual each principle in detail. So this principle 9 of BRSR report are: first, principle 1. It says that the business should conduct and govern themselves with integrity in a manner that is ethical, transparent and accountable. Principle 2. The business should provide goods and services in a manner that is sustainable and safe. Principle 3. Businesses should respect and promote the well-being of all employees, including those in their value chains. Principle 4. Businesses should respect the interests of and be responsive to all its stakeholders. Principle 5. Businesses should respect and promote human rights essential indicators. Principle 6. Businesses should respect and make efforts to protect and restore the environment. Principle 7. Businesses, when engaging in influencing public and regulatory policy, should do so in a manner that is responsible and transparent. Principle 8. Businesses should promote inclusive growth and equitable development. Principle 9. Businesses should engage with and provide value to their consumers. Now we are going to see in detail all the principles. Now principle 1. The principle 1 says that the conduct and govern with integrity and a manner that is ethical, transparent and accountable. It means that here all the key managerial personnel and employees shall be provided periodic training on business regulations, code of business conduct and ethics, as well as economic and environmental, social and governance parameters. It also expects details of fines, penalties, punishments, awards, compounding fees, settlements, amounts paid in proceedings. It also expects details of appeal, revision preferred in cases where monetary or non-monetary actions have been appealed. It expects, does the entity, that is organization, have any anti-corruption or anti-bribery policy? Then the number of directors, key managerial persons, employees, worker against whom any disciplinary actions was taken by any law enforcement agency or the charges of bribery or corruption have been imposed. Then details of complaints with regard to conflicts of interest should be all part of principle 1 in BRSR report. Now we'll see principle number 2. Principle 2 which says that provide goods and services in a manner that is sustainable and safe. So here the percentage of R&D and capital expenditure called capex investment in specific technologies to improve the environmental and social impacts of products and processes should be disclosed. Then it describes the processes in place to safely reclaim your products for reusing, recycling and disposing at the end of life. For A, plastic including packaging, B, e-waste, C, hazardous waste and other waste should be disclosed. It says, is extended producer responsibility applicable to the organization, and whether the waste collection plan is in line with the extended producer responsibility plan. It also says that has the entity conducted life cycle perspective assessment LCA for any of its product or services. If not, they have to conduct. And says the percentage of recycled or reused input material to material used in production should be disclosed. Now let's see principle number 3. It says that respect and promote the well-being of all employees, including those in value chain. Our employees, whether permanent, workers and others, covered under health and accident insurance. Our employees, permanent, worker, others, covered by maternity and paternity benefits. Is return to work rate post parental leave satisfactory? Are the premises, offices of the entity accessible to differently abled employees and workers? Is there a mechanism available to receive and redress grievances? Then membership of employees and workers in associations or unions recognized. The details of training given to employees and workers. Details of performance and career development reviews of employees and workers. Health and safety management system. Then details of safety related incidents. All has to be part of this principle 3. Now we'll see principle number 4. It says that respect the interests of and be responsive to all stakeholders, such that comprehensive stakeholder engagement at frequent interval using multiple platforms to understand their expectations, inform organization strategy and communicate company's progress with the stakeholders. Then it says provide the processes for consultation between stakeholders and the board on economic, environment and social topics. It says provide details of instances of engagement with and actions taken to address the concerns of vulnerable marginalized stakeholder groups. So this should be part of the principle 4 in declaration of BRSR report. We'll see principle number 5. It says respect and promote human rights. Employees and workers who have been provided training on human rights issues and policies of organization should be disclosed. Details of minimum wage paid to the employees and workers. Details of remuneration, salary, wages. Then whether the entity has focal point, individual committee responsible for addressing human rights impacts on business. The number of complaints made by the employees and workers on sexual harassment, child labor, discrimination at workplace, forced labor, other human rights related incidences. It says provide details of any corrective action also taken. So this should be all declaration in BRSR report principle 5. We will see now principle number 6. It says respect and make efforts to protect and restore the environment, such that drives taken for reduction in energy intensity with respect to previous financial year, drives taken for reduction in water intensity with respect to previous financial year, drives taken for reduction in scope 1, scope 2, greenhouse gases emission intensity with respect to previous financial year, then substitution projects such as coal, lubricants and furnace oil to pipe natural gas, then waste management details and details of scope 3 emission and its intensity. So this should be the part of BRSR report principle 6. Now we will see principle number 7. It says influencing public and regulatory policy in a responsible and transparent manner, such that associations of trade and industry chambers association to foster a dialogue on industry growth drivers, innovation and shaping public policy should be the part of BRSR report in principle number 7. Now we'll see principle number 8. It says promote inclusive growth and equitable development, such that initiate drives for input material sourced locally directly from within the district, neighboring the districts. Then activities should positively impact individual through CSR activities. Then details of beneficiaries of CSR projects, it should be in the BRSR report principle 8. Now we'll see principle 9. The principle 9 says engage with and provide value to consumers in a responsible manner, such that describe the mechanism in place to receive and respond to consumer complaints and feedback, the number of consumer complaints regarding data privacy, cybersecurity, unfair trade practices, the details of instances of products recall on account of safety issues should be the BRSR report in principle 9. Thank you. So, friends, we have discussed regarding the BRSR report with respect to all the 9 principles which should be the part of this report as per the CB guidelines and submitted on time. Thank you for patiently listening and keep watching my videos and subscribe my videos. Thank you very much.